What's up, guys? Okay, this is going to be a follow-up to the last video I did, the Arizona Police Department and the allegations of perjury, assault, and some other, I'm not going to say because YouTube will ding it. The Round Valley Police Department, towns of Springerville and Ear, Arizona. This is going to be the follow-up to that. I'm going to start here because all this is just rehashing what we already know. Also, like, I don't know, 90% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to their channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Anyway, this is the follow-up to Arizona.
Allegations against the Round Valley Police Department centers on a bar fight between a now former police officer and his friend. The department says the officer was trying to stop his friend from driving drunk back in March, but the man's mother says his injuries were not only excessive, she believes they were criminal.
I was terrified for days that my son was going to go to sleep and not wake up because the way his concussion and how he looked and how he was behaving.
This is what Josh Irigoyen looked like in March after an alleged bar fight with an off-duty Round Valley police officer. Bloody, bruised. His mother, Leah Castillo, says it could have been a lot worse.
And it was severe. It wasn't just a little disagreement and a scuffle. He had to go to the hospital.
According to multiple statements 12 News obtained through public records requests, affidavits, and memos, Josh Irigoyen was at the American Legion bar in Springerville with Round Valley police officer Sidney Aragon, who was a friend and soon-to-be roommate. Officer Aragon was there with his wife and off-duty. At one point, Irigoyen tried to leave, and Aragon tried to stop him. The statements vary. Some records say Irigoyen pushed Aragon away. Others say he swung and missed. A witness said Officer Aragon hit Irigoyen, either with an open hand or closed fist. Irigoyen hit the car door and went down in the parking lot. Later that night, Irigoyen went to Officer Aragon's house. His own statement given to 12 News by
Here's the standards. Is it any wonder?
The Apache County Attorney's Office says it was to work it out. Another fight ensued. Irigoyen wrote that Aragon was laughing at him, so he took a swing at him. Irigoyen's brother wrote in his own statement that Officer Aragon took Irigoyen to the ground, and Aragon's wife allegedly used a stun gun on him.
This is the hard part for me because I can't read the statement, but this is what is in the statement and was read to me. Joshua's eyes rolled up in his head and he gurgled and went limp, and his brother thought that he had watched that man kill him.
Irigoyen did not file a police report. He wrote that he was scared of retaliation. Days later, Officer Aragon told Lieutenant Shane Bevington about the incident, claiming it was self-defense, and Irigoyen came at him in an aggressive manner. Chief Dason Merrill wrote that he didn't find out about it until the city manager told him a month.
The chief of police has no idea what's going on in his own department. Who is surprised about that?
Later. According to department records, Merrill and Bevington talked to Aragon twice and the American Legion commander. They concluded Aragon was defending himself and preventing Irigoyen from driving drunk. According to those same records, they never interviewed Irigoyen.
To this day, today, no one has reached out to speak to Joshua.
In July, Chief Merrill told the Springerville city manager he met with a DPS captain who looked at the department's investigation and its policies and concluded Aragon had done the right thing by trying to stop a drunk driver. Merrill concluded he did not further his inquiry into Officer Aragon. But according to an email from the former city manager, the DPS captain did not nor was willing to put anything on paper, and he only talked to the chief. Aragon was put on paid administrative...
Here we go. They want to be military so bad they can't stand it. Also, Blue Line Gang.
...leave in June, but the department's notice didn't say why. And Aragon wasn't the only officer under investigation. A year earlier, another Round Valley police officer would be in handcuffs on a case that's still waiting for a resolution.
My daughter was a victim of Round Valley police officer Amaya.
And the victim's mother has had enough. Issues with the Round Valley Police Department go back more than a year. In 2023, a police officer was reported to the department, suspected of child molestation.
I'm betting if they keep digging, it goes way back more than a year.
It took an outside agency to actually arrest him. A packed house to hear more about the Round Valley Police Department and an investigation into its policies and procedures. The town manager had resigned the day before. People wanted to know what was next. Then a woman named Rhonda got up to speak during the public comment portion.
Some of you may already know my daughter was a victim of Round Valley police officer Amaya.
Rhonda read from a paper and gave her phone number.
I've been advised there are other potential victims out there as well.
The officer, she says, was Ishmael Amaya Molina. He's currently in jail on charges of sexual conduct with a minor, molestation of a child, and stalking.
As of right now, the only thing I can say for certain is that my daughter is the only one, because she has been the one to stand up and get the justice she deserves for this.
According to Apache County Sheriff's Office reports, Amaya Molina met Rhonda's daughter in 2022 when he was in the police academy. The girl was 14, but told Amaya Molina she was 16, still underage. He was 26. According to the police report, she told sheriff's deputies they had sex at least 20 times. She described Amaya Molina's bedroom down to the arrangement of the furniture. The police report says she told sheriff's deputies Amaya Molina told her not to tell anyone because he could get fired or go to jail. And investigators wrote a friend of the victim gave sheriff's investigators a video clip showing them in bed together. On November 9th, 2023, they arrested Amaya Molina while he was on duty.
I've had 2 years to deal with this. I have had a lot of moments where I was just totally shocked as to what has taken place.
Shocked because Amaya Molina had been reported to police before, not to the Apache County Sheriff's Office, but to the Round Valley Police Department, his own employer. Town records show Amaya Molina was reported 3 times starting in April of 2023, the first by a high school teacher who heard Amaya Molina had been inappropriate with underage girls. Police Chief Dason Merrill wrote in a memo he asked Amaya Molina if it was true, which he denied.
Oh, you know what we could do? Lie detector, I'm just saying.
In August, another memo from the chief shows the high school principal reported the same rumors, this time with more details. He had heard Amaya Molina was buying things in exchange for sexual favors and going to parties with underage drinking. Lieutenant Shane Bevington went to the high school and called the mother of one of the girls, who denied it. So did Amaya Molina. And in September, Merrill wrote another memo saying the American Legion reported the same rumors, but couldn't give details. Amaya Molina denied it a 3rd time. A month later, a concerned citizen called the Apache County Sheriff's Office, and Amaya Molina was in handcuffs 10 days later. That timeline is something Rhonda can't reconcile.
I place the blame where it actually needs to lie, and that's to the people that tried to cover it up.
Rhonda is now waiting for a trial she dreads because her daughter may have to testify. The Round Valley Police Department did fire Amaya Molina after the Apache County Sheriff's Office arrested him, and his police officer certification has been revoked.
I didn't choose to speak up until now because I saw others that were starting to stand up, and a united front seems to be a lot stronger than one-on-one.
In the months since Amaya Molina's arrest, more allegations against the department have come to light, including the bar fight we told you about that left a man bruised and bloody, and now,
under oath, you've been dishonest with me.
Alleged perjury.
Correct?
Yes.
A lawyer who accused another officer and the police chief of lying under oath on video. A local attorney alleges he caught the chief of police of the Round Valley Police Department lying under oath and caught on video. That's the 4th officer to be accused of misconduct in a department that has fewer than 20 officers.
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
It was during a civil deposition for a wrongful death case. A drunk driver, Officer Ashley Jayla, was answering questions about the case. Then,
I'm now going to ask you a few questions unrelated to the accident in an effort to assess your truthfulness.
the lawyer, Bryce Hamblin, asked about an incident at the town's graduation parade, and Round Valley police officer Sidney Aragon, the same Sidney Aragon that had allegedly been involved in a fight at the American Legion that left Josh Irigoyen bruised and bloody.
Did Officer Aragon say anything about me while he was there?
No.
A deposition is like testifying in court, but with slightly more relaxed rules.
And you're under oath.
Still, you have to tell the truth.
Did he say that he should blow my head off?
Yes.
That's one officer changing her story under oath.
So, officer, were you lying then or are you lying now?
Thus far, under oath, you've been dishonest with me. Correct?
Yes.
Did you tell anybody about this incident?
Yes.
Who did you tell?
I told Chief Merle.
Hamblin's next deposition was Chief Dason Merrill, Officer Jayla's boss.
All right, can you please state your name for the record?
Dason Merrill.
Hamblin asked about his death investigation, then switches gears and asks about Aragon and the comment about blowing his head off.
Did Officer Jayla come to you and report to you that Sidney Aragon said he should blow my head off?
No,
About 2 minutes later, the chief of police changes his story.
I can't say 100% for sure. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. She did come to me and say something. I don't remember exactly what she said. She did come to me with some
Well, it seemed to me like if they were coming to you, you might be taking some notes.
concerns on that day.
Also in the room, a prosecutor for the Apache County Attorney's Office, who reported it to AZ Post, the agency that licenses Arizona police officers. The Apache County Attorney's Office sent Merrill and Jayla a memo in July that the office was reviewing them for inclusion in the Brady List. The Brady List is a list of police officers with a history of misconduct. But Jayla responded with,
Imagine this, the chief of police on the Brady list. So dishonest they can't testify in court. Still has a job.
The complaint of her own to the Arizona State Bar. She claimed Hamblin was out of line and asking questions outside the scope of the deposition. Merrill said the same in his response to the county attorney's office.
So what they're trying to say is he asked questions that they didn't already know were going to be asked.
Attorneys can't object to questioning during depositions, and a judge can rule on it. But Merrill and Jayla both went in without lawyers. The town's attorney claimed in a letter to the Apache County attorney that the officers were led to believe the prosecutor was their lawyer. The State Bar tells 12 News the complaint is still...
And what in the holy hell is the point of all this shit? Please, just stop.
...being investigated. 4 officers, all with allegations against them, and a town reeling from the fallout. Officer Jayla resigned in September. She's now on the Brady list. Former officers Sidney Aragon and Ishmael Amaya Molina also appear on the Brady list. Amaya Molina is still in jail awaiting trial for charges of child molestation, sexual conduct with a minor, and stalking from his 2023 arrest. Aragon, who was accused of the bar fight and the threats against the lawyer, voluntarily gave up his peace officer certification and resigned from the department in July after he was put on paid administrative leave.
Paid administrative leave. They resign because typically... We'll follow this one. What happens is they resign, and the department says, we have no jurisdiction over them, we can't do anything. It's total bullshit.
The only one not on the Brady list is the man who oversaw them all, Chief Dason Merrill. He was put on administrative leave at the end of July. He resigned at the beginning of October.
There you go.
DPS has since given the town an interim police chief, a captain from Sholo who met with residents before a town council meeting the first week of October.
My name is Jeff Sharp. I'm serving as the interim chief to the Round Valley Police Department. I started last Monday.
Residents like Christine Howard and Doyle Shamley hope he'll bring some change to the department, even as they've started a recall against Springerville's mayor, Shelley Reedhead, the mayor who denied having the DPS report into the police department. You guys don't have it?
No, we don't.
I think the bond is tight. We've been through things like the wall of fire and came back together.
We're a very strong community and we're a very forgiving community. And as long as accountability is reached, I think we can get there.
Remember, there was a DPS investigation into the department, but no one outside the town council has seen it. The town of Springerville won't release it. DPS says it's still processing a records request a month later. And last week we got a copy of the separation agreement between Chief Merrill and the town of Springerville. The town will pay him $25,000, and neither side admits any wrongdoing.
Admits no wrongdoing. That's why you can't get rid of them. They'll just pop up somewhere else. Okay, so this is just in with the mayor.
Following some breaking news tonight, 12 News has learned that the mayor of a small Arizona town, Springerville, that was the subject of a 12 News investigation into police misconduct, has resigned. Shelley Reedhead resigned effective immediately. That's according to the interim town manager.
12 News journalist William Pitt spent months investigating the allegations against the department, and he's joining us live now in studio with the latest update on this. Will?
Yeah, we don't know why Reedhead resigned, but we know she was facing a recall over her handling of the police department and everything that happened after. Now, this is the Round Valley Police Department. It serves the towns of Springerville and Eager, but Springerville is the one who manages it. Now, that's about 4.5 hours northeast of the valley. Over the summer, the town of Springerville announced that they had placed the chief of police on leave and were asking for an external policies and procedures investigation from DPS. DPS did the investigation and gave the results back to the town. We don't know what's in the report or even what the allegations were that were investigated or how thorough the investigation was, because when we asked the mayor if the town would release it, she denied even having it. Will the city release the DPS report?
I'm sorry?
Will the city release the DPS report?
The DPS has the DPS report.
You guys don't have it?
No, we don't. We've been told not to release it. It's
DPS says you misunderstood what they
You've
said.
been told not to release it, but if you don't have it, why would they tell you not to release it?
That's not my understanding.
A DPS spokesman told us the report was public, but they asked the town to let them release it. Springerville's attorney then told us it was not a public record. Our request through DPS has been processing for months. And as part of our investigation, we uncovered allegations of assault, misconduct, lying under oath, even charges of child molestation. You can see the full investigation, duty and deception on 12 Plus right now. William Pitts, 12 News.
Anyway, again, that's the end. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Stop.
Good afternoon. I'd like to...
Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, like, I don't know, 90-some, 80-some% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one. And I'm out.